Scorpio, there are a lot of red flags that are coming up for this coming week, and we're going to dig into the astrology to understand them a little bit better. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. There's always an extended reading for those of you who want to continue the message with me. You are welcome to join. That link is below, or you can join my Unbound channel membership and get unlimited access to all the extended readings plus all of the other channel perks. So I hope you consider that too. I do a daily tarot card reading Monday through Friday on my second YouTube channel, Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link above. Hopefully you can join me there too. And remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Scorpio content comes out every single Tuesday at 9 a.m. Pacific time, but I make 12 videos a week, so you can get notified whenever your favorite content comes out. Let me tell you what concerns me about the astrology. We have a sextile between Pluto and Neptune, and that's going to stay for a while. Now, Pluto is in retrograde. But honestly, the aspect is very harmonious. But what does Neptune rule? Dreams, fantasies, spirituality, sometimes spiritual healing, connection to God, even enlightenment. And this sextile between Pluto and Neptune is exceptional for enlightenment and broadening and expansion on a global or universal level. But when it comes to your life, how does it really impact you? It could actually serve as a daily connection, deeper connection to God, deeper connection to spirituality, just deepening your ability to trust in what is not seen, but definitely intuitively felt. And that's beautiful, but it can also be distracting because you still do live in a 3D world and you have to pay attention. And there's a square between Pluto and Mars, which will so much more impact you directly in your day-to-day life, because Mars is an inner planet. So any aspect to Mars, Venus, Mercury, these are all inner planets. The moon, the sun, they connect with us at all times, all every day, everywhere. And so you're going to feel much greater impact from that Pluto Mars square than you are from that sextile to Neptune that Pluto has. Ultimately, because that's sort of affecting your higher consciousness, whereas your day-to-day is how you do things. Mars affects how you do things. Plus, Mars is also the old ruler of Scorpio. So anything that Mars does is going to impact you in any way. And the fact that Pluto, the current ruler of the energy of Scorpio, is square to the old ruler of the energy of Scorpio, and that ruler is Mars, who is intent on doing things and getting things done, there is this sense of hurry up and do it, hurry up and rush, insist upon, get it done, almost like incessantly and a little bit obsessively. So this week, the red flag is watch out where your mind is obsessing. Watch out where you are being insistent or forceful, because you could be forceful without even realizing you're doing it based on stuff that you want and ideals that you have. Have they even been communicated to others? Do people even understand your motivation for things? Because the understanding of that motivation could really help you when it comes to your impact or effect on other people this week. Because the impact and effect on other people this week is going to be intense, obsessive, and even a little bit pushy. So understand that as you head into this week. There is a little kind of wonky, I would say, challenging aspect between Pluto and Venus a little bit later in this week that could just basically make you a little bit uncomfortable, a little awkward, or a little bit too impulsive when it comes to making decisions about your looks, your cosmetics, what you value or how you feel valued, jumping into things that maybe you're either not ready for or you haven't thought through enough. I know you want it, but are you ready for it? And could your not being ready for it but insisting on having it actually degrade everything that could potentially be? Everything this week is worth thinking through twice. Everything this week is worth, because I know, listen, you can't lie to a Scorpio. So ultimately, the way that people feel is going to always be very clear to you. But do you care? Or are you just going to take what you want anyway? Because if so, and sometimes we have to do that to get ahead, but in this energy, what it's doing is exposure of your personal truth. And there could be a lot of things this week that end up feeling to you like clashes, or people not being on your side, or people letting you down, when in reality, they're the ones that are feeling like you're bullying them. And without that beautiful connection to Mercury that you've had for a long time to help you out, if there's no communication, then there's a lot of crappiness that could come out of this week. There is. I'm just letting you know that. So 2 things in your wheelhouse that I would say automatically, just based on the astrology, to use this week are breathing, breath, the 10-second rule, count to 10 before you make any decisions. Why am I doing this? Is it actually healthy for me? Is it actually good for me? Or am I just feeding some obsession, desire, impulse, right? So count to 10 to see if you really want it, if you really need it. And the second one I would say this week is trust your fucking instincts. You know when somebody's uncomfortable with you. Don't pretend it away just because you want what you want, because that will eventually lead to your own karma and your own unhappiness in the future. So this is the way that this is a great week for having the potential to really understand who you are so much deeper, and how the decisions that you allow yourself to make end up in some ways making the bed you lie in. I know that's pretty intense, but that's what this channel is. I don't mess with that small-minded shit. FYI. Comment below. I would love to hear your comments on what I just said, because yes, even though you know how much I adore everything about you, it's got to be said if it's got to be said. You understand? But comment below. I'd love to know. Life is a mystery. The masks are coming off, and give with gratitude and grace. I can tell you this right now. Somebody is not willing to give to you, or doesn't want to give to you, or doesn't want to, or the sacrifice that somebody's made has not been with an open heart. It's not. Either it's you or it's them, but it's not. It's and this is the truth of the situation, that somebody has not given to you with an open heart, or you have not been giving to somebody with an open heart. This isn't philanthropy here. This is the energy of somebody who felt who wanted something out of this situation, because this is philanthropy. The turkey is to give with grace and no thought of retribution. But in reverse, that's just not true. There were definitely expectations on the other side of this, and this is the mask falling off, becoming really obvious that either somebody was forced into this, or felt forced into this, or did it because they wanted something out of it. And let's get to that. The miracles are endless. This is in the past. So this could have been based on, so first of all, this could be somebody, or you could have a lot to offer, right? It could be based on, hey, I actually wanted a piece of your abundance. Somebody taking without wanting to give, or being attracted to financial gain, financial happiness, or it's almost like, if you've ever been in that situation where you're doing really, 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 really well in life, and so people come out of the woodwork just to like touch you or be around you or be near you. It's that fucking energy. It's that fucking energy. But what they're taking from may not even exist anymore. So they may be taking from a dry well, right? And that may be why, like either you're making people feel drained or you're feeling drained yourself, because there's definitely this energy of drainage, somebody draining. Yeah. And then we have be at home, which means you could be traveling this week because it's in reverse, or you're not comfortable. You'll feel and listen to your wheelhouse, Scorpio. Like, listen, you don't feel at home. You don't feel welcome because you're not. Because you're not. Because either somebody wants something from you or they feel you're taking too much. Either way, there is a lack of comfort here that needs to be paid attention to, or you're just physically actually not at home. Okay? And then we have love. This could also mean, also another interpretation of these cards, that you thought you had resources that you actually don't have. That these resources that you were relying on don't actually exist. And that could be actual tangible resources, right? Could be tangible resources like luxury items, like whatever it is, actual resources. Beauty, it could be beauty because it's Taurus energy too. It could be, you know, like somebody isn't as beautiful as you thought they were, or you're, you know, or somebody's behaving in a way that they think they're better than they are, or they're more loved than they are. So you could take this in a lot of different ways right now. But ultimately, that's the thing, is there's a discomfort level here because things are not, they're not happy. They're not being given freely, and they're not, oh boy. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. They're not. And it's clear. It's very clear. Love is all around you. This is in reverse too. No, it's not. No, it's not. Either this is people actually talking badly about you, or deciding to not talk to you at all, or pushing you away. It's one of two things. I'll tell you this right now. It's either somebody feels that you have disrespected them and taken too much, and now you have become somebody that they don't want in their life. Now, you could have done this intentionally, and if it's intentional, you're a fucking asshole, plain and simple. But if it's not, it's because you've ignored what you knew they felt, because you wanted something anyway, so you actually did put them in an uncomfortable situation. Just because you were comfortable putting somebody in an uncomfortable situation. Or somebody's doing this to you. That they're legitimately, intentionally putting you in an uncomfortable situation because they want what you have, and they're desperate and they can't find any other way to get it. And it doesn't matter that they're making you uncomfortable. It just matters that they're getting what they get because they want it. Or they need it, or they feel they need it. Either way, somebody's putting somebody out here, and that's where the discomfort is coming from. And you're not going to feel happy. You're not going to feel welcome. You're not going to feel that because it doesn't exist. Does this mean it's happening in your entire life? No. Could be just in one relationship or one situation. But if you can feel like somebody isn't being completely truthful with you, and I know you can, it's because they're not. They're not. They could just be hiding resentment. But the truth is this, if you were the aggressor, then you know damn well why. If you are not the aggressor, then I would say to you, I don't know if this is just a Cancerian thing, cut and run, man. Get the fuck out of there. Because your feelings are absolutely accurate. And this is leading in from last week when I said, yeah, you know what? Everything that you had expected is true. But are you trusting your instincts? Are you? Because that's where the sextile between Pluto and Neptune gives you superpower. Is intuitively, you know exactly what's going on. So why aren't you responding to that? And that's going to teach you a little bit about you. It's like, why aren't I responding to what I know is true and what I know is correct? Is it desperation? Is it sadness? Is it obsession? Is it fear? Whatever it is, it's low vibrational, which means it will bring you down. And that's why you have to be very, very aware, especially of intuitively what you know is right and wrong right now. Be fearless and bold. This is also in reverse, which means this is Aries in reverse, which means you're not taking care of yourself, or you feel kind of drained and not well, or I don't know if there's physical ailments or injuries here. If you're away from home, there could be things that people aren't talking to you, they're not telling you things. Or this could actually mean that you are feeling a sickness inside of you, and that is the key to let you know, Scorpio, because this is an unhealthy situation. And how long will you stay in it? I don't know. I wish I did. And I wish I knew that all my Scorpios out there would fucking be like, I've learned from the past, I'm getting out of this shit now. But you are hardwired in a lot of ways to not do that. And that worries me. That worries me. But the way that you guys endure suffering is like, wow. Wow. It's actually amazing. It's actually amazing. But just because you can lift 1,000,000 kilograms of pain and suffering, do you have to? And I think that that's the real important question that you need to ask yourself this week. Just because I can, and I get comfy cozy here, should I? Should I even be comfortable in a place that doesn't feed me or like help me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, just because you can doesn't mean you have to. Leave your comments below. Y'all know I want to know. Scorpio. Scorpio. Something coming out in the past. In other words, this is telling me that this could be your attachment to the past that is actually keeping you in this position here, now. Because what you're looking at is, oh, how good it could have been, instead of how really ugly it's become. What you've earned from then to now, however, is the ability to know what's up. And you've taken yourself out of these situations before. Can you do it now? Atlantis has fallen on top of Cow's spirit. This is abundance and prosperity. Technical abundance and prosperity could be in different platforms, online platforms, new technologies, new softwares. Could have been an abundance that came from you through that, or connections or interconnectivity that came through all this new technology, right? Something here now is it's become draining. It's become suspicious. It's become maybe addictive, right? Like there's this potential to, you know, what do I mean by that? Well, like personally, it you know, working online, wonderful technology, wonderful opportunities, but is it helping or degrading my life? When I never take a break and all I do is think about it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And do you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of assessing, where am I now, right? And what do I need to tweak and change? Because this new moon that's coming up, Scorpio, it's not a nice new moon. There's a lot of contention around it. A lot. Cancerians, of course, are going to feel it the most because it is a new moon in Cancer. And boy, wouldn't we love to just think that, hey, we can welcome something new. We don't have to welcome something new. We have to do something differently. Like, that's what's becoming really clear over this new moon, is that there are things that we just have to change, and how badly our life is when we don't. That's kind of what this new moon is actually teaching us. So, holy fucking shit. Sorry about that, guys. No. None of those cards speak to me. I need to be spoken very clearly too, because this is important. Who is this? Maybe that's what I should ask. Who is this? Or what is the situation around or about? Apollo, somebody that's really attractive to you, somebody who shines, somebody who's in the public eye, somebody who's really gorgeous, somebody who's really beautiful, somebody who, popularity. This could also be about, sorry about that, guys. Your aspirations, your dreams, your goals. But this is the who. This is the who it's about, Scorpio. So it's almost like the easy answer, somebody that you desire, or somebody that you want to be like, or somebody that you want to be with, or how you want that person to be, as opposed to what they really are. Because honestly, it doesn't seem like this person is as nice or kind or friendly, or even maybe invested in you, right? And just because you want them doesn't mean they're actually wanting you back. And we've talked about this before. You have a way of holding on regardless. And it's just going to get worse from here. Because this person is not looking at you the way you're looking at them. Right? There's something here you desire. But what do you desire? What do you want from them? How well do you even know them? Let's go to the extended because I think it's important. I'll see you guys there.